Hello everyone. I am walking the dogs and feeling surprisingly cozy and festive and excited about the holidays, which I haven't felt in a while. It feels like I usually dread this time of year and look forward to it just being over. But this year, for some reason, I'm just really feeling it. And maybe it's all of these knitting podcasts that I follow these folks are doing Vlogmases and they're vlogging every day, which is something I've never participated in. And I don't know how they do it, to be honest. That's a lot of work. But I enjoy watching them and thought it would be fun to just kind of do just a daily check-in for the week, and it's my own little Vlogmas that's super low-key, and I don't have to do a whole lot. I don't have to put in a whole lot of effort. Anyway, so here we are. We're on a walk. It's about 4:30 in the evening. I got off work earlier than I usually do, which is great, because then I could go to the grocery store, and I have roasting chicken in the oven with parsnips and carrots and let's see what else, onions and garlic and rosemary and sage from the garden. And oh, I forgot, I was supposed to put in potatoes, but I ran out of room in the pan, so I need to cook those potatoes up separately, I think, or just save them for another day. That'd be fine too. Brian's been sick, so he's just he can only do so much in the day before he's just really exhausted and has to lay down again. And I am just trying to get all the things done that I can so that I can spend the rest of the evening relaxing. I would like to watch Poirot. I would like to finish one of my socks. I'm at the toe, and these are my scrappy socks, so I can finish them today. I want to do a little work on my shawl, and yeah, and just chill out for the rest of the evening. So I'm getting all of the chores done, and it feels great. It feels really good. Almost. Baste it one more time.
Which has proven so useful. You have the genius of the character actor.
Good morning. So last night we had our dinner. It was really delicious. The thing that I love about making a full roasted chicken is that then we have a carcass. And so I put that into a pot last night with some water and vinegar and have been letting it simmer. It's going to simmer all day until this evening when I get home from work, and then I'll make a soup, which will be great. So I love doing that. I finished my socks. I'm wearing them at the moment. I'm wearing them with my Birkenstock clogs because then I get to see more of my sock, and I like doing that. So here they are, my two scrappy socks. I love them so much. I love how these turned out. I think these are the cutest socks that I have made thus far, and they're so thick and fluffy and toasty and warm, and I think for this winter I would definitely like to make more of these. They were such a quick knit and very rewarding, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. This is like 4 days, I think, 4 or 5 days to make a pair of socks, which is crazy to me. So anyways, I also finished another section of the garter stitch. So I have 4 more rows in the garter stitch of my Moon Sisters shawl. And then, oh my goodness, then I'll be working in the border, which is 12 rows. That's gonna take a long time. So I don't know if I'll finish this in December, to be honest. Like, I'm just trying to be realistic here. Like, we'll see. I would love to finish it in December. I'm definitely like feeling, I wish I knit faster because it feels like the winter season is going to just pass so quickly. I mean, it's December. I'm still thinking mentally it's October. Just crazy. So I'm a little like anxious about having knits to wear this winter, but you know what? If it doesn't happen this season, it will happen next season, and I will work all year long on making a beautiful knitted wardrobe that I really like and that fits well. So we'll get there. We'll get there. That was rude. Hello everyone. So I'm driving to work this morning because I wanted to pick up coffee. I have officially finished the very last garter section of my shawl and have started work on the border section. And assuming I can keep my hands healthy and not injure them, I would like to finish my shawl by the end of this weekend. I think that is a reasonable goal. So anyways, I'm at the coffee shop now. I'll see y'all later. Cheers. Good morning. Oh, hello. So I am now in the border section of my shawl. And in this section is lace work, and I've never done lace work. And there are elements, techniques that I have found YouTube tutorials for and can certainly do them when they are isolated. But when I have to then apply these techniques and put it into a sequence, I'm really struggling. And I don't trust my interpretation and my ability to be doing it correctly. And so I think I just need to take a leap of faith. Whew, and trust that I am following the pattern correctly, that I am interpreting the techniques properly and putting the sequence together correctly. And I won't know until I have knit all the way across and all the way back again. Hello, it's another day, and we just walked to get some coffee this morning. And I think I may have figured out the lacework on my shawl. I'm not celebrating just yet because I need to see how it fits in to the grand scheme of things. I need to do another row, a post lace row, to really have a sense of whether I did it correctly or not.
You're making those noises, I assume?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's huge. That'll be a warm accessory.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so beautiful. Oh my goodness, this shawl is incredible. Wow. It's been kind of an emotional journey, and I feel a little teary-eyed because I'm so proud for finishing this. I have really enjoyed basically the entire process. I started this early November, I think, or mid-November, and just loved working on this. I really connected with the pattern and the colors and the fibers and everything about it, and I liked that it was a simple knit that I could multitask with. I could watch a show in the evenings with Brian. I could listen to an audiobook. It didn't require all of my attention, but it still has these like really beautiful, interesting, complex looking elements to it. I really love the tassels. The last 2 days with this shawl were challenging because as it goes, it just keeps growing and growing and growing. And doing the border section where I was learning new skills, new techniques, was really scary for me. I did not want to mess this shawl up after having done all of this work. I didn't want the very final stage of the shawl to be completely ruined. And so there was a lot of pressure, and it really stressed me out. In the end, I was able to do it, and I'm really proud of myself. And then the final challenge was putting on all the tassels, which was very straightforward, but extremely tedious. And it took probably about 4 hours to do the tassels, or maybe a little bit less, because at the very end, Brian ended up helping me. Thank you, Brian, for your help. But he offered to help me get through it because I was trying to do it. I finished this last night. I wanted it to be blocking overnight so that I could wear it today. And luckily we live in a very dry desert, so things dry very quickly. So it's all good to go. Anyways, so last night before bed, Brian was helping me cut tassels and organize them into little bundles so that all I had to do is with my crochet hook and slip them through the eyelets. So there it is. And I'm so grateful for this project. Highly recommend this shawl pattern. It's really beautifully designed. I'm a big fan of Caitlin Hunter, I think. So now I get to restart my Gloam cardigan by Caitlin Hunter, and hopefully that will be a success as well. Today's outfit, I got some linen pants, my black linen dress that I've had for about 10 years, and it's definitely my most worn thing in my wardrobe. I have my scrappy socks and my Blundstone boots, and of course, my new shawl. Okay. So, look what came in the mail today. Ta-da! It's an art Kaveco Sport. This is in the color Hickory Brown. La la, so beautiful. I love that the words are etched and the clip is actually a part of the cap. It's gorgeous. All right, so we're back from the antique shop. I did not film anything, I'm sorry. I did find, however, a pie plate, and that is because I want to bake a pie. I'm going to do that tomorrow. My friend Nikki sent me her apple pie recipe and pie crust recipe, and so hopefully it all works out. I've never baked a pie before. I've baked a cobbler from raspberries that I picked, but that is the extent of my pie sort of ish dishes. Mostly, I'm just really excited to have this little Kaveco Sport. I put a little cartridge in it, so I'm gonna see how it writes. All right, so I want to start prepping some of the pie ingredients. But first, I have to do the dishes and put away dishes and put away things. The kitchen's a bit of a mess, and I just got to do it. We have not an apple peeler nor a corer, but we will do it. I kind of want to do, I wonder if I cut the sugar, if that would be too risky. I kind of want to. What do you think, Brian? If I do, so
I think you should just stick with the recipe.
Okay. Stick with the recipe.
I mean, you'll have plenty of time in the future to mess with it if you want.
Yeah. Good point. Brown sugar smells so good. So, to your absolutely largest bowl. have a very large bowl except for, I mean, I guess I could use this one. This is my absolutely largest bowl. It's huge though. Maybe that's what we need to do. All right. That's what we'll do. Right, so we have peeled the apples. I just want to show you this. It's really funny. So these are Brian's beautiful little rings, and these are my little pieces. I knew that would happen. He's really good at cutting things. So I'm gonna take these peels out to the garden and then get to chopping some more. Cut them into thin, scant slices, adding them right into the big bowl. So this recipe, by the way, was sent to me by my friend who had just baked this apple pie when I was over there at her house, and unfortunately I had to leave before the pie was done, but I got to see her make it and felt really inspired. And I always am very intimidated by baking. There's just a lot of steps and it's very foreign to me. And seeing her just kind of go for it, I was like, oh, I think I could do that too. So anyways, she sent me the recipe, and it's 2 separate recipes from the, let's see, what is this? The Smitten Kitchen, and I'll post a link down below to them. One is for the apple filling, and then the other is for all butter, really flaky pie dough, which sounds marvelous. Apples have been sliced, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add our dry mix. Nutmeg, clove, ginger, sugar, cinnamon, oh, and a little bit of starch. So once everything has been, ooh, that smells so good, mixed up, this is going to go back in a little bowl and then into the fridge for 1 to 4 hours. And during that time, I'm gonna get the dough going, or the crust. Let's dice up some butter. Right, Brian and I are out on our evening wash walk with the dogs, and the pie crust and the filling are in the fridge. And then when we get home, I think it will be time to roll it out and put it in the oven, which is really exciting. All right, into the oven you will go, little pie.
That's lovely, ladies. And one more for luck. This is for the front page after all.
Good morning. I guess I'm doing one more day of this condensed Vlogmas. It's actually been a lot of fun, and I hope that you've enjoyed the journey too. This has been a very long video, so thank you if you're still watching. Here's a virtual cookie for you. And anyways, so I'm gonna be living in this shawl for the rest of the season, and I love it. It just feels so good. Today is Sunday, and there's a couple of things that we might do, one of which is to potentially get a tree, a Christmas tree, only on one condition: if we can find the Christmas decorations, which might be here out in the shed or in our little crawl space attic or in the storage unit, Brian's storage unit. And hopefully if we can find the box of decorations, we'll get a tree. The other thing I want to do, we have some fresh cranberries, that leftovers from when Brian made a cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving. He bought a lot of supplies and we didn't need to use all of it. So I thought maybe we could make cranberry popcorn garlands to decorate. So right now on the fireplace mantle, we have like pine boughs, but it doesn't look quite, it looks like someone just dropped off, it looks like I just dropped off some clippings from somebody's yard and threw them on the mantle. So maybe if we had some red and white in there too, it would look a little bit more intentional and decorative. And then I also am kind of hoping that my dad can come over today. We'll see. I'm still waiting to hear back from him, but if he can come over, then maybe we'll decorate for Christmas together, or maybe we'll go for a little walk, or maybe we'll make BLTs, because that's easy, and eat pie. And then we might also go and see Brian's parents today too, depending. He's still recovering from COVID and just like doesn't have any energy. And so I think that would be a lot of socializing for him in one day. So we might not do all those things. But anyways, I'm excited. Is this week the last week of school? Wait, I got my little planner here. Let's see, what is today? Today is the 10th. Oh my goodness, that is like the best Christmas gift I could ever get. That this is the last week of school until our winter break, which is 7/14. 15, 16 days. 16 days. All right. Also, a little Kaveco pen. I will be making a separate video to review this and share my Kaveco collection and my pen thoughts for this one. It's so cute, and I'm really glad I got it. Anyways, now I'm like super, I feel like I could do everything right now. I'm just so excited. Woo! It's one of the perks of being a teacher. Also, the pie was very, very tasty. The crust, I think, turned out beautifully. It was really, really flaky. And the innards, the guts of the pie was very flavorful. I made one mistake, however, and that was when mixing my dry ingredients with the apples and letting them sit in the fridge for a couple of hours. I actually put in the starch with all the spices at that point. Well, it turns out you're not supposed to put the starch in until you put the filling into the pie dish, and then you mix it up and then you bake it. And I think that accounts for why my filling was so runny. I think the starch was supposed to act as a thickening agent. And so the bottom of the pie is very gooey, and there's lots of broth, apple broth in there, but it's still very, very tasty. And I will remember that for next time, because I would like to make more pies in the future. So the person that these gloves are for, I just talked to them and they were complaining about how cold their hands were. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's so perfect, because I was a little worried that these might not get used. And so now I feel like newly inspired and invigorated to finish this second one, and I can't wait to gift these. Oh, Christmas box, oh, Christmas box, I hope to find you in this mess. Okay, so a couple of hours have passed. We haven't found the Christmas decorations here, which means they're probably in the storage unit, so maybe we'll go and get them. But I also, so I wanted to film that decorating the Christmas tree and making the garland, but I also want this video out by the morning of today so that people can watch at their leisure on Sunday. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna say goodbye, and maybe I'll film those other things for another video entirely. If this is something that was enjoyable, I certainly would be happy to do something like this again. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful week.